If you have dedicated years to your meditations, but your life is still a struggle, the main reason why this is happening is the way you are focusing on what you don't have rather than what already is. And this is the number one area where the best meditators obsess over. And if you don't do this right or even not understand what it means, you don't even have a chance your meditations are going to work. So if you want to become a better manifester and want to make sure your time spending is worth it, you need to level up your meditation. Now, in this video, I'm going to break down 5 tactical steps to help you improve your manifestation immediately. And once you hear these and incorporate them into your process, I guarantee your manifestation starts crushing it. Okay, the first step to understand is this. You are probably not failing at your meditation, but your analytical brain is hijacking it. So most of the time, people who have this problem are left-brainers. And trust me, I still have this problem myself as well sometimes. So the left brain is the analytical, logical side of the mind. It loves structure, understand how things work, control outcomes, measure progress, and most importantly, solving problems. That's also why people who live mostly from the left brain are often struggling to meditate or manifest easily. And here's why. When you try to meditate or manifest from that mindset, your analytical brains keep saying things like, "Am I doing this right? I don't feel anything. Why isn't it working yet?" And this constant questioning keeps your brain in beta, the thinking state, which blocks you from entering alpha or theta brainwaves, the relaxed creative state where meditation and manifestation actually work. And everyone says, "I'm going to meditate to relax," but that's not what meditation is for. When you meditate, you are slowing down your brainwaves to quiet the thinking mind, which is a gateway to access the subconscious mind and opens the mind to new possibilities. So when people start meditating, most days feel like this. You see red boxes. You are in survival mode. Mind constantly thinking, judging, analyzing, planning, worrying. And you have green boxes, and this is where your body is relaxed, mind quiets, and the meditation works. But here's the part nobody tells you. Every red box contains green inside it. And every time your mind wanders and you bring it back, you train your brain. So over time, the red starts shrinking. But now you have to pay attention. One box stays red. Not because you are doing something wrong or not because you are not enlightened, but even monks, the most trained meditators on the planet, still have monkey mind moments. The difference is that they observe the thought without becoming the thought. And because of that, they slow down their brainwaves faster and drop back into the calm, intuitive subconscious state. But even if you quiet your mind, you slow down your brainwaves and enter a peaceful state, it still won't work if you are carrying the wrong feeling. So step 2 shows you exactly why. Step 2 is you are feeling lack, not abundance. Your subconscious mind doesn't respond to logic or ideas. It responds to emotion and sensation. And that's why Neville Goddard says, feeling is the secret. Because when you shift from analyzing to feeling, you move into the state where your subconscious mind, the real manifesting power, begins to listen. So most people start meditating and expect results in a month, right? But if your inner feeling is, "I need abundance because I don't have it," your meditations aren't creating the shift. So let me explain this with a little story before we dive into step number 3. My brother went on vacation with his family. He had sun, ocean, kids playing, everything was relaxed and was great. And then a few friends joined them. One of them was doing really well financially. Every lunch and every dinner was great. And then suddenly my brother's mind started comparing, and maybe you can relate. So he spent a lot of money. I don't have that kind of budget on this vacation. Maybe he is doing better than I am doing. And then the monkey mind kicked in. Maybe I'm not successful enough. Maybe I should work harder. Maybe I am not able to give my kids the same life as he does. And then he did something really important. He cut himself and shifted his focus because his kids were laughing and were clearly having fun. His wife was relaxed and laying down in the sun. And then he said, stop. In that moment, nothing changed outside of him, but everything started changing from the inside. And that's a choice. He made a new choice. And that's really important that you get this, because abundance doesn't start when you get more of it. More money, more friends, more of this, more of that. It starts when you see what you already have at this moment. So take this lesson not for granted. But even if you change your state and you feel abundance for a moment, if you don't fully believe it will work, your subconscious mind won't follow. And that's step number 3. Step number 3, you don't truly believe it works. And there's a massive difference between knowing something intellectually and experiencing it in your bones. Because if you truly knew that your meditation would deposit 500k in your account or cure an illness, would you ever skip a meditation day? Because think about it. Some people are hearing bad news from the doctor. They have 3 months to live. And these people don't have the luxury of choice. They could even believe their meditation is working for them or not and just are going to die. So every doubt is your analytical mind trying to pull you back into your familiar patterns. And that's the reason why some sick people who have had some really bad news from doctors and don't have any out because they have seen every doctor but there is no solution or treatment for them, they are going all in. They're going all in into the meditation. And sure, they will have doubt, but there is no other option to keep on going. So please remember this. If you want to quit, that voice is just your old self talking, trying to talk you out of it. And the only way is to stay in the game and slow down that analytical brain, that brain waves. But even when you believe it truly works, your analytical mind sometimes is lying to you. And then we have step number 4. You are lying to yourself that your meditations aren't working. So my question to you is this. How are you so certain your meditations aren't working? If you have truly meditated daily for 5 years in a row, entering the blackness, becoming no one, becoming no thing in no time, haven't there been moments of pure presence? Times when you felt completely at peace? Or small synchronicities you dismissed maybe at the moment? Most people are not actually meditating on abundance. You are meditating on, I need abundance because I don't have it. And the universe doesn't respond to your words. It responds to your frequency. Listen, a lot of people are doing this wrong. You are not actually meditating on abundance. You are meditating on, I need abundance because at this moment I don't have it. The universe doesn't respond to your words. It responds to your feelings, to your frequency you're sending out. And your frequency is screaming, I'm in lack, while your mouth whispers abundance. And this is keeping you stuck. And therefore, step 5 is really important to understand. Because most people make one final mistake. Step 5, your focus is backwards. Every time you check if it's working, you are focused on lack. And right now, you might be treating meditation like a slot machine. Insert your time, pull the lever, and wait for a payout. But transformation isn't a transaction. It's an investment that compounds invisible over time. And think of your efforts like a hockey stick. At first, the curve looks flat. Your hard work seems invisible. But then, small consistent actions stack up day by day. And then, suddenly, momentum kicks in. And the curve shoots up and results explode. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now with this YouTube channel. And in the financial world, they call it compound interest. So let me explain how this works. After 1.5 years of posting, I have uploaded 189 videos. And after that 1.5 years, I had 1,200 subscribers. And most people stop here because after 50 or even 100 tries, they say, I tried, but it didn't work. But last month, the curve bent. 1,500 new subscribers up to 3,000 subscribers in 1 month. And what you can see on the screen, $350 in revenue from YouTube ads in a month. And maybe that doesn't sound like much, right? But what used to take me a whole year is now happening in 1 single month. And most people would say it's better to stop, right? But this is how long it can take to build something real, to put in your time and don't wait for only results. So what will happen if we stay in the game and keep on practicing? Keep on improving. So I hope my lesson is clear. Your efforts may feel invisible at first. You might try, you might practice for months or maybe even years. And it might feel like nothing is happening with your manifestations. But this is how compound interest works. It is almost flat, and after small consistent actions, they stack up and then they multiply. And suddenly momentum kicks in and results explode. Don't quit, but stay in the game. And most importantly, have fun while you're doing it. Now, think back to the person who said, man, I've meditated for years, but I still don't have any results. And you are so close. The missing piece isn't more meditation. It's choosing in each small moment to feel gratitude for what's already here, for what you already have. When you start living in that feeling state, your inner world will shift and the outer world has no choice but to reflect your inner world. And if you want, you can watch my next video where I will show you 5 practical steps to get out of your survival mode meditation and drop into your subconscious mind with ease. Okay guys, love you all. Stay in the game and keep on experimenting. Keep up the good work and see you in the next video.